on to our
Yeah.
third topic of the night.
You tell me.
Kamala Harris astroturfing campaign. This next story is a bombshell, folks. Vice President Kamala Harris has been caught red-handed in an astroturfing scandal, paying social media influencers to create the illusion of grassroots support. Let's dive into the details. The scandal. 1. Payments to influencers. Documents have surfaced showing that Harris' campaign has been funneling money to social media influencers. These influencers were paid to post supportive messages and create a false sense of grassroots enthusiasm for Harris. 2. Manipulating public perception. This kind of tactic, known as astroturfing, is designed to manipulate public perception. It creates the illusion that there's widespread organic support for a candidate when, in reality, it's a paid operation. Ethical concerns. This raises serious ethical concerns about the integrity of political campaigns. Voters deserve to know when the messages they see are genuine and when they are part of a paid campaign strategy. 4. Public outrage. As news of this scandal breaks, public outrage is growing. People are demanding accountability and transparency from Harris's campaign. There are calls for a thorough investigation to uncover the full extent of this operation. 5. Impact on the campaign. This revelation could have significant ramifications for Harris's political career. Trust is a cornerstone of any campaign, and this kind of deception can erode public trust. Why it's important. 1. Transparency in politics. This scandal underscores the need for transparency in political campaigns. Voters need to know who is behind the messages they see and whether those messages are part of a genuine grassroots movement or a paid campaign. 2. Ethical standards. It also raises important questions about the ethical standards of our political leaders.
Now check this out. Are you listening? Energy bills continue to hit record highs. With 20 million households behind on payments, power companies have $13 million in uncollected bills yet show no signs of lowering costs. Beat the greedy utility companies with this amazing device that plugs into your wall outlet. It stops unnecessary energy waste, reduces electricity usage, extends appliance lifespan, and ensures consistent, safe power flow to your home. Visit don'twastepower.com to get a 60-day risk-free trial, 65% off, and free shipping. Additional free bonuses included with every purchase while supplies last. Order now at don'twastepower.com and start saving on your energy bills. Now check this out. This is a big story. Laura Loomer broke the story earlier today, and it was rather shocking to consider what was going on. Now, I'm on YouTube. I'm on all the social networks. I have sponsors that pay me to promote products. And what are we seeing? We're seeing the Kamala Harris campaign stepping up, and they are paying influencers $150 for a social media post saying that they support Kamala Harris. They're creating the artificial perception online that she has support. This is very dangerous. I want to pull up Laura Loomer's tweet here. We're trying something different today. Normally I would have it on my phone, but with all these new additions, it's just not working, and we want to make sure we can give you the best quality on the screen here. Okay, let's see. Where is Laura Loomer? Okay, let's see. Is this... Wow. Okay, some of this stuff I just don't even want to play. Let's get into this here. Laura Loomer, who's she confronting here? Bob Casey refusing to defend her radical policies. Okay, let's continue. Maduro. Okay, this is the name of the organization. Launch Viral. That is who the Kamala Harris campaign is paying influencers. And she's got an article on Loomer.com. Let's see if we can pop that open and get some details. So, fake supporters, Kamala Harris presidential campaign exposed for paying Instagram and TikTok users cash to post positive things about her. She writes, is there anything authentic about Kamala Harris? The answer to the question is resounding no. Launched viral, and she says it's a company with CCP ties. It's paying Instagram and TikTok users $150 to post positive messages about Kamala Harris. In their instructions to users, Launch Viral asked that Kamala Harris, the hashtag, and Harris 2024 be used in the user's posts. To pull the project off, Launch Viral uses software from the company High Level, which receives financial backing from General Atlantic, and it's tied to Sequoia China. There we go. A CCP-backed company. Following Laura Loomer's post on the matter, Launch Viral CEO Rick Shermer released a statement regarding the company's role in Harris's paid support. President Trump also shared Laura Loomer's reporting on his Truth Social page. The facts are clear. Kamala Harris has very little actual grassroots support. And we're going to get into the Act Blue scandal because that is also unfolding even more so today. But this is another example of the astroturfing that they are attempting to do in the lead up to the convention. So they can squeeze the gap between the poll numbers, between Trump and Kamala Harris, so that the polls reflect some level of support that she has. Remember, we talked about this before. This is all the astroturfing. This is the honeymoon period. They're using the astroturf to increase the honeymoon period. They're going to try and stretch that out to get to the nomination, stretch that out to get to the presidency, to the election. The whole thing is manufactured. It's a complete false reality that's being put into these feeds. Now, who uses Instagram and who uses TikTok? Now, yeah, I have accounts on both. Next News is on TikTok. Next News is on Instagram. Okay? We post to those platforms. But personally, I barely use them. Barely. I mean, but what's wild is like when I go out, you know, I take my car out to a car show or something like that, and you talk to people, it's all Instagram. Hey, well, what's your Instagram? What's your Instagram? What's your Instagram? Like everyone's got an Instagram account. So they're trying to just feed into where they think the most people are. It's funny that they're not asking them to post on Facebook or post on X, but TikTok. Now, TikTok stuff goes crazy, crazy viral on TikTok. So there's a reason that they want these platforms. It's all to create artificial support. Now, Loomer states here, she presents this ad in the piece. The ad from Launch Viral asks TikTok and Instagram users, we're asking you to encourage your fans to share, like, and follow Kamala. So they're basically just trying to inflate her numbers by getting social media influencers to tell people, oh, follow Kamala Harris. Increase her numbers. Create one or more memes only using our pre-approved assets. They've got pre-approved assets. But feel free to add your own spin or your own commentary on your TikTok. Post your content on TikTok, Instagram, or both. Mention Kamala Harris, hashtags Kamala Harris, Harris 2024. You know, when I saw this, I thought to myself, wouldn't it be funny? Here's the ad. Launch Viral. Our agency brings viral influencer social media firepower to business. You know what I thought would be funny? Brian, you can bring it up because I want people to see this. I'm like, maybe I should go ahead and sign up for this. I'll sign up. Get paid $150. Tell people to go follow Kamala. Right? And use their assets. and put my own spin on it, just like they said. Oh, I've got some spin. Or maybe Mr. Reagan should do it. I mean, Mr. Reagan doesn't even need to do it right now. Got 125 million views on his social media posts. It's probably why they're doing this. I'm sure this campaign's actually been around for a while, but Laura's just bringing it to light. So this is how they fake the support. All that campaign money that's coming in from Act Blue, from God knows where, getting chopped up, sent to companies like this, right? Funding these operations. Look at this. Paid post opportunity. This is just what we went through. Need your first name, your last name, and your email. Exact number of followers they're asking for. Are you located in the U.S. because they want to make sure they're talking to Americans? Are you happy with the current administration? So, is there like, if you say yes, you're in. If you say no, you're not. I mean, Kamala Harris is clearly part of the current administration. Let's see. Influencers agreeing to any promotions or collaborations with our company and associated sponsors agree to the following terms. Submit. So, it says here, to complete the project, Launch Viral uses software from the company High Level, which receives financial backing from General Atlantic tied to CCP-backed Sequoia China. This means Kamala Harris is using CCP-backed tech to astroturf her presidential campaign and pay for people to post in support of her on social media to create the illusion she has massive support online. Oh, but we got all the social media. Look at all these social media posts, everybody. It's all organic. It's anything but. Look at all the small donations we got. Yeah. Some grandma in Georgia. We're going to get to that in a second, the Act Blue situation. But what, some grandma in Georgia? Making 27,000 donations? Spending $1 million? They go to her house and it's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then Kamala Harris goes on TV with all of her people. And what do they say? We got so much grassroots support. Look at all these small dollar donations. Look at all the social media support. My friends, this is the craziest election I have ever covered in my lifetime. The most insane. Donald Trump trouncing Biden. Just decimating his chances. And all of a sudden, there's an assassination attempt on Donald Trump. Facebook comes out, starts censoring the posts, and is digitally altered. But it's anything but. Independent fact checkers. And then you've got Joe Biden, after that disastrous debate, slowly being pressured out, being threatened by the Obamas, 25th Amendment. If you don't leave the easy way, you're going to leave the hard way, and it's going to be through the 25th Amendment. Then all of a sudden he gets COVID, retreats to his beach house for 4 days. No one sees him. Makes a creepy phone call to an election event where Kamala's cackling on the microphone. Doesn't even sound like him. All these AI allegations start showing up. You know, he backs out of the election. It's Kamala Harris's first moment in the sun. And I mean, listen to me, none of this stuff is coincidental. It is all strategically planned out. Okay, Joe, you're going to go ahead and we're going to have you You're going to go have an emergency situation. You're going to have to leave Las Vegas. We'll tell everyone you've got COVID. You're out of the spotlight, so you don't have to talk to the press. You can go back to your beach house and take a nap. And while this is happening, we will release the letter. You'll back out of the campaign. And because you've got COVID and you can't go and speak to the press, we'll send Kamala out there to handle everything because, well, now she's the front runner. She's the top of the ticket. Everything completely choreographed. And then in the back rooms, what's happening? We're going to get the AstroTurf campaign. We're going to flip a switch and we're going to turn on the AstroTurf immediately so we can amplify the poll numbers. And then we're going to hand the poll numbers over to CNN and MSNBC. Jake Tapper and Joy Reid. We'll get them to parrot these poll numbers and create the perception that Kamala has a chance. When we've already seen other polls that show Kamala doesn't stand a chance against Trump. Trump beating her by double digits. Now, if you remember, we did a story, it must have been about 2 weeks ago. And I bring this up because it's so important. And I say this often. They need to close the gap. They need to close the gap so they can steal the election. And if the media is going to continue to parrot these polls that say it's a 1% horse race, it's a tie, then the steal is more believable. But when Trump has a 16-point lead, you can't pull it off. That's why Trump has been saying, make it too big to rig. And he certainly had that advantage. But look what they've done now. Joe bows out. Kamala jumps in. AstroTurf campaign kicks in. The poll numbers are artificially inflated. The media parrots that. Social media creates a false perception. And then the lemmings just walk lockstep behind everything else. Oh, well, is it on CNN? Well, I saw all these TikToks. Man, all these Instagram people. Wow, the hashtag is trending again. That's what's happening. But you are smarter than that. And that's why you watch me. That's why you watch Next News. Because you understand what's happening. And it is only through you and me that we are going to push back against these narratives. I do this show for that very reason. To push back against the narratives.
Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. Now keep up your quest for truth with this next news report. And if you found our channel enlightening, join the millions who agree with you. Tap subscribe. Thank you for watching the Next News Network.